Hey, how's it going? I hope you guys are doing well. Now, I have a paragraph here, which is a very standard paragraph that I usually see with students. This is task 2, and this is the CELPIP writing task 2, where let's say the question is talking about what do you prefer? You want to build a zoo or a shopping mall in your area? And let's say the person supports building a shopping mall. This could be body 2, most likely, or maybe body 1, because they're saying on the other hand, so let's assume it's body 2, and they're talking about how the shopping mall would benefit us. Now, I wanted to give a whole lesson here on grammar and everything, but there are no grammar mistakes. I removed them. But there are mistakes in vocabulary and the way the sentence is. It's very basic. You can pause the video to read it, but I'll read it for you anyway. It says, on the other hand, it'll be better to build a shopping mall because it'll allow for people to shop and buy things. This will help them get enjoyment. They will feel happy. It'll create many jobs, which will be good for the economy and will help many families in times of inflation. These jobs could be of a cashier, manager, supervisor, etc. Now, it is not following any templates that we have provided with HZad, and if you do want to see the best templates, the most complex and the most advanced ones, check them out in the description. In our course, they're all included. I'm going to make this, within this video, the best version possible, and you can do it too. And I'm going to teach you how you can do it. In my previous videos, I have used thesaurus.com. I'm going to use some of that today, but I'm going to use something completely different today as well. We're going to use some AI to make things even better. So let's diagnose, first of all, what's going on. As soon as you read it, you want to identify words that are extremely commonly used, and there are lots of them, right? This is why it looks so basic. So things like shopping mall you cannot remove. You can, if you want to mention it again, you can mention a mall. Nouns like that, actual things you cannot remove. But what about buy things? Okay, I don't like things. Things is very basic. So I'm going to go to thesaurus.com and I'm going to type the word things. Now, before we look into synonyms, a lot of people use the word stuff, right? That is okay in this case because when you buy shopping stuff, it's kind of stuff. Like a lot of things are useless when you buy stuff in shopping malls. So you can use that, but be careful because it is informal. You know, if you want to say, I want to focus on things in life, if you say, I want to focus on stuff in life, it seems like, you know, party stuff or alcohol. It doesn't seem like professional stuff. So be careful when you use that. Now that's the first synonym, okay, stuff. So I'm gonna see if we can use something else. Possessions, let's see if it fits here. Buy possessions. Well, okay, here's what we can do. We're gonna say, and I'm gonna put my, what do you call it? My corrections or editing in capital. Now you can buy possessions. It's a better word than things, but possessions are things you own. So instead of buy, a better word to use would be, let's see, it'll allow people to shop and um, get a hold of several. Let's include several just to give a good flow. Just like if I said possessions, it sounds like just possessions, just in general. But it's like I'm trying to say several items. I was also thinking of using the word items, but we're trying to be advanced, right? So get a hold of possessions because it's something you own. So it's better to use words like get a hold of. And these are some small details. I mean, you could have gone to thesaurus.com instead of things put possessions, and there you go. Your score will improve, and that's what you can do at home for sure. But you need a teacher a lot of times to kind of point these things out that, yeah, instead of buy possessions, maybe use this one, and maybe use several to include a flow. We do offer tutoring lessons, and that's where all this detailed feedback comes in. But okay, we figured out that instead of things, we could use possessions, stuff, if it's informal. We can also use items. Now, enjoyment, extremely basic. Like they can get enjoyment. Can I use something else? They can get amusement. Yeah, gratification, I would like you to use that. Once again, you want to either click on these to see the exact definitions or ask a teacher. Because amusement is more like amusement park, you know, recreation and jokes and funny stuff. Gratification is more close to happiness and enjoyment. Okay, I'm going to use that. And then we have the word happy. I don't like that. Happy is very basic. So we're looking at words from our own analysis that look extremely basic and putting them here. They'll feel cheerful. All right, let's use that. I saw that right here. Cheerful is better than happy. Okay, it'll create many jobs. We know instead of many, you can use several, right? What else can we use? Because we have used several once, and that's another thing. You want to use multiple words, all right? I mean, you can use one word twice in one writing, but it's better to use different words, a variety of words. Oh, did I say man? It should be many. Bounding, alive with, the bountiful. All right, bountiful is too, what do you call it? Too formal. It'll create, well, you can use it here because it is a formal thing. We're talking about jobs. Like if I say I want bountiful sweets, that's informal, right? So I wouldn't use that, but you can use it here. So again, guys, when you do use thesaurus, instead of just placing a word, make sure to click on it and make sure to use the context where it is appropriate. And that's why it's always good to get yourself assessed, and you can ask us for help with that. All right, jobs which will be good for the economy. I hate the word good, and examiners hate it too, because we see it so often, and it's basic. So, which would be marvelous. That's the word I saw right here, marvelous for the economy. It'll help many families. Many is okay now. Let's go on to something else. I did use bountiful, so I'll use one many. That's okay. These jobs could be of a cashier, manager, supervisor, etc. Okay, good. Now, here's the thing. This word I don't like. Now, I'm making this video especially in 2023 because we have a lot of artificial intelligence tools. Previously, when I discussed thesaurus.com, I could not have used on the other hand because it is a phrase. It does not give synonyms for phrases. But you know what does? This paraphrasing tool, you might have heard of it, Quillbot. So if you type on the other hand here and you click rephrase, it'll rephrase it. Okay, contrasted with. All right, so this is a better way to start your paragraph instead of on the other hand, contrasted with. Now, caution here, you can use this, but it's better to insert whatever the contrasting thing is. So for example, in my example, I mentioned the other option you have is a zoo. So contrast with a zoo. It'll be better to build a shopping mall. Okay, so there you go. You can use contrasted with and add your subject and then continue with the rest of it. These, again, you can go online and practice yourself, but that's why you need the help of a tutor or some expert to tell you that you can't just place this in there. It's better to use something else with it or how to use it in the context. There's this other part here. These jobs could be of a cashier, manager, and supervisor. Let's see if I can put the whole sentence in here and find a better way to rephrase it. These positions, definitely better than jobs. In fact, I think we used jobs here already, so I do want to rephrase it. Position could be of those of a manager, supervisor. So when you put could be those of a, it is more fancy than saying could be of a. Could be of is a more casual, common way to say it, but this is more advanced. So you can, first of all, copy paste it and then try to memorize how this wording was used and then copy paste it for your next attempt. And there you go, guys. Use Quillbot right here, and thesaurus.com, which we have discussed before, to make your writing vocabulary better, but be careful with the context. And you can see now with these changes, the writing is way more advanced. There are still problems in terms of the structure. I wouldn't use these points in this way and in this flow, but this is the lesson on vocabulary. Please subscribe because in the next video, we'll break down different things about writing and speaking, discussing how the structures could be better as well. Hope you like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Talk to you soon.